Welcome back to Skippers, presented by Owner's Box Fantasy Sports. Today's segment, we're going to give you waiver wire targets for this week in fantasy baseball. Avery Chenier, Jeremy Roach here. But before we get started, today is the last reminder for you guys to enter our MLB jersey giveaway. The rules are going to be down below, so you know how to enter. It's easy. It's a free jersey. Again, who doesn't love a free jersey, Jer?
Free jersey, why not? Last chance to enter. Make sure you enter. Winner will be announced on Monday.
Yep. So we're going to give you three people off the wire each. Jer, why don't you give your three guys first?
I think I feel this is the week I feel the strongest about so far.
This could be bad news, though.
Because usually when you feel the strongest, it never pans out. So
I believe you. I like your picks this week, though.
I really like Cole Irvin was a guy I was targeting before his start this week. 11% rostered. Andrew Vaughn, I absolutely love that pick. 18% rostered. And then Jon Berti, 15% rostered. These are all guys who are out there in deep leagues, in any type of leagues. These guys are out there. I'll go into Cole Irvin.
You have a crazy obsession with Cole Irvin.
We talked about this guy. Okay, he comes off back-to-back good starts against Detroit, and I believe it was
Tampa, maybe?
No, not Tampa. He just played Tampa. It was another weak team, and I was debating on, do I start him against the Rays?
Okay, yeah.
And then I was kind of worried to start him, and I started him, and he pitched an absolute gem, and he looked really good. In his last three starts, he has a CSW over 25, 2 quality starts in his last 3 starts. He's top 10 percentage in walk percentage, and he played the Rays, who was a good team, which that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see him pitch against the Rays, and if he could put a solid outing out, and he did. I think this guy is definitely I think you should give him a shot. Now, he does play the Jays.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's Jays this week, but a 2-start week the week after. So that's a good person to target early.
Now, whoever has the balls to start him against the Jays, kudos to them. But I don't know if I'm starting him against the Jays, but I do like him. Just pick him up, keep him on your bench till that next start, because I'm still debating on picking him against the Jays, and if I have the balls to do so. But he's looked fantastic, and 11% rostered, I would go pick him up. I know Avery does like him too.
Yep.
Andrew Vaughn, this is a guy Avery and I both like.
It's easy to like this guy, though.
I mean, you picked him as your
breakout candidate.
And obviously he has not Tony La Russa.
Tony La Russa is
just not playing him.
Yeah.
Which is a big issue. I mean, he's top 5% in the league in exit velocity. I mean, he's got a 385.
He's starting to get hot with some more consistent at bats, though.
He had a great he played both games in the doubleheader, and he was awesome.
Yeah.
I know it was against the Tigers, but still, he looked awesome.
I mean, Matt Boyd pitched, so well, he barely pitched. He left with an injury, but still.
Yeah. But I mean, you're looking at this guy, and you're just like kind of looking at the numbers, and you're just like, why is he not playing? And I feel like these opportunities are going to come for him. He's playing too well not to give him opportunities. So Andrew Vaughn, I think, is a great pick. He's probably my favorite pick out of the 3.
It's probably the best waiver wire pick we've had so far.
I agree. 18% roster kind of shocked me. And
he was rostered a lot at the end of the season.
I mean, he was getting drafted pretty high.
That's what I mean, yes. Or at the start of the season, sorry. So that's a good one. But I have a stat for you on Andrew Vaughn. Usually you do the stats, but I'll do the stat.
Okay.
It's 385 OBP. Is higher than both Billy Hamilton, Leury Garcia's OBPs. They're under 300, and they are playing over him, which makes no sense. Tony La Russa is drunk. He's going to get another DUI soon, and hopefully he's out of Chicago.
Hopefully, because he should be playing. Like, let's be honest. I mean, this guy is insane power. You can add a lot to this lineup. He should be playing. Third, this is probably my least favorite waiver wire. I would pick up Andrew Vaughn before Jon Berti, but Jazz is on the IL.
10 days.
10 days.
Maybe a 2 to 3 week injury, though.
Even without Jazz, like Berti was going to come in and be kind of a filler in the lineup and get you some stolen bases. He hasn't done that this year. He's not lived up to what people thought about him. But I think he comes in, and if he plays well, he sticks there. Yeah. He sticks somewhere in the lineup. So I think that it's worth picking him up, seeing what he is without Jazz in the lineup. And if he plays well, then you're literally in a great spot, because now you have a guy who could be an everyday player in that Marlins roster.
Stolen bases.
Get you stolen bases. So I think it's definitely worth the reward for picking up Jon Berti.
Don't mind that at all. Let me get into my 3 guys. You hate the percent that Alex Wood is rostered for this show, 40% rostered. I know Jeremy's going to hate that, so I kind of kept it away from him until we got done the show. Alex Wood, 40% rostered. Nico Hoerner, 16% rostered. And Pavin Smith, 10% rostered. Let me get into Alex Wood. Arguably, he is the best player that's been on this waiver wire so far with Andrew Vaughn, Alex Wood, two best so far, I think, for sure. Alex Wood, let's look at him so far this year. 3-0, 150 ERA, 0.67 whip. He's top 10% of the league in barrel percentage against. WOBA, ex-WOBA, and expected ERA. I mean, he's been rejuvenated with the Giants. His velocity is kind of the same as it's been all the time, so I didn't see any jumps there that were crazy. But he's over 75th percentile on pretty much all of the StatCast metrics that you get on Baseball Savant. As well, 97th percentile chase rate. He's throwing his fastball, his sinker a lot, and then he's using his slider for a lot of his whiffs at a 38% put-away rate. He's getting good strikeouts. It's over strikeout per inning. Alex Wood's just been good. Do you think he's going to continue that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to say if he's available, go pick him up. Like you said, 40% is worrisome for if he's available in most leagues. But all I'll say is
he's on some people's waiver wires. I'll tell you that.
He is definitely. I have seen him on the waiver wire last week in a couple of my leagues, but I agree. Like, if he's there, go get him. I mean, he's shown that he's been great this year, so I don't see why you wouldn't go get him.
He's a different tier than some of these other guys, so I apologize if you guys hate me for that pick, but I like Alex Wood. I'm going to go Nico Hoerner next with the Chicago Cubs, hitting 360, 484, 520 with 4 RBIs and 1 stolen base since being recalled. 474 batting average on balls in play. He's a nice middle infield piece right now in deeper leagues. His question was, I would have been really happy to see Javi Baez go on the IL here for like an extended period of time. I just read up on Javi Baez that he's avoided the IL, but I'm hoping it's taking him longer to get in the lineup. Ian Happ, my guy, has been horrible. I'm not going to lie. He's been horrible, but I'm going to hold on to Ian Happ, you know? It's early. And
he's been beyond shit. Don't sugarcoat it. He's been beyond shit.
Okay. A lot of ball left, Jared, as the kids say. So I think if right now Nico Hoerner's got every day at bats.
Yeah.
Not for for a while, but right now in the immediate future, he has every day at bats. I mean, we're going to use him as we can. Decent average guy. Yep. I mean, these numbers aren't going to sustain. He's a former top prospect, so there's obviously stuff to like about him. He didn't come out of the blue here. But I don't know. Your thoughts, Nico Hoerner?
Yeah, I think we talk about Ian Happ. Nico Hoerner kind of plays that type of style.
4 different positions he's played since being up.
So I think that with Ian Happ playing so bad, does Nico, when Baez is back, does he kind of take over that Ian Happ role, sort of? If he's hitting well, then yeah, he's going to have a bigger role in the lineup. Yeah. Ian Happ's been so bad. Like,
I saw Wilson Contreras say that he's really happy to have Nico Hoerner in the lineup.
Well, that's good. But no, I would take a risk and bring him up and have him on the roster. And if he plays well, he will stick. So I would keep it there.
Yeah. So my next guy, Pavin Smith, Arizona Diamondbacks, 10% rostered, sitting at the top of a surprisingly good Diamondbacks line. I don't know how many times I've said surprisingly good. I've probably said it every episode I mentioned a Diamondback. But right now, slashing 266, 301, 443, 2 homers, 8 RBIs this season. But that's not the impressive part. It's his StatCast metrics when you look at them. Over 90th percentile in hard hit percentage, expected batting average, whiff percentage. I mean, he's just hitting the ball hard, too, getting on base. It's something to look at. Once his face is out, you just said his name. Christian Walker.
Yes, Christian Walker.
I was drawing a blank on that one. So he has a spot in the lineup. He has played pretty much. He's played first base and every outfield position this year. So he's. I mean, you can use him a lot. So I'm hoping that these StatCast metrics show what he can do for the full season. I hope the Diamondbacks will let him stay in that lineup. But right now, a perfect temporary guy to be slotting in if you're in a deeper league. Your thoughts on Pavin Smith?
Yeah, I mean, if you told me before the season, if you asked me who Pavin Smith is, I would say who the hell is Pavin Smith? I mean, I have no
I can tell
clue.
you he went to Virginia. That's all I remember.
Of course, you know which college. But I mean, he's just like I always love guys who just hit the shit out of the ball. The strikeout percentage isn't too high. This guy's definitely he was close to saying a must add, based off those stats, and you see the roster percentage is super low.
But you gotta know Ketel Marte's out of that lineup right now.
Yeah, that's
Christian
the only.
Walker.
The thing is, the issue is does
consistent ABs when everyone's healthy.
Does he see that role when he comes in? I mean, he's playing so well that they
Rojas
have
has
to
been
fit him
terrible
somewhere.
too.
Yeah, he's definitely playing over him.
And then you call up Dalton Varsho. I think Pavin Smith's getting at bats over Dalton Varsho if they're both in outfield.
So I think Pavin Smith is in a great spot. I would go pick him up if he's available.
I mean, you did it in one year.
I did, yeah. In my deepest league, I actually went and picked him up. and he's been doing all right, but he's hitting the ball hard. That's all I care about for the future.
That's all I got. Any more notes from you?
Nope.
Stay tuned. Enter that giveaway. It's almost over. We'll announce the winner on Monday. Thank you, everyone, for
Big
tuning
reveal.
in. Yeah, it's going to be a big reveal. You got to make a big video of that one.
Whoever wins, you are lucky.
Yeah, pretty lucky. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and we will see you next time.